Where did you?
What's up everybody, Zither12 here, and welcome back to another episode of the Beginner to Master tutorial series. If you have never heard of this series before, it's just basically to choose one character out of the entire roster, and I take us everything I know about that single character. The character we're going to focus on today is Mitsuki. So just like with the last tutorial, make sure to put down your character you want me to do for the next episode down in the comment section below, and the character who has the most votes will be the next character. But without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, let's talk about the fundamentals of Mitsuki. One of the more better features about Mitsuki is the range that he possesses. As you can kind of tell, his range is pretty massive for a normal character, and he's not slow either. His attack speed is pretty fast as well. This gives the character very good close range capabilities since he's basically able to control the battlefield at close range. It is extremely vital to use Mitsuki's advantage of his range to your advantage, because if you don't, you're basically wasting a valuable asset of the character, especially since that with all that range, he is actually pretty darn fast as well. So now we can move on to basic combos for Mitsuki. First combo I want to talk about is the neutral combo. It is definitely the fastest out of all the combos that he has, but unfortunately you're not going to be using this combo too much because it doesn't really have anything really to offer. The only distinguishing feature is that this combo is very fast and also leads up to a strike back at the end of the combo. Next we can move on to the down combo. The down combo is most definitely the combo you're going to be using the most because of the damage that it outputs, and also is naturally not that much slower than your neutral combo. This is also going to be your main punish for whenever you get, for example, a guard break pill, or you literally just got your opponent with no subs and you want to do a very strong combo. A down combo is most definitely the combo you want to be using. The up combo you're mainly going to be using for setups and guard pressure most of the time. When using the up combo on the 6th hit, you kind of bounce the opponent off the ground, and this is actually extremely important for really shield breaks and guard break pill setup. So right at this part of the combo, you can actually sidestep forwards towards your opponent and cancel into your guard break pill. This is actually one of the easier setups for Mitsuki to get some very easy cheeky guard break setup. Now if the opponent is guarding, this is actually the best combo for guard pressure. You can cancel it up with another aerial combo or a shuriken to provide some pressure and then reset your combo on the guard, but none of the guard pressure combos are actually true, which means that they can counter at any moment or they can just sidestep out of the combo at any moment. So if you are guard pressuring the opponent, make sure to wait for that counter because the opponents will probably counter out of your combos. Next we can talk about Mitsuki's tilt. Mitsuki's tilt is basically where he extends his arm around pretty much all of close range, grabs the opponent and pulls them back in regardless if they're guarding or not, and then you can also follow up into a combo. This tilt is actually one of Mitsuki's best abilities just because of you can follow up after an opponent regardless if they're guarding or not. So you kind of want to be using this majority of the time whenever the opponent is at close range, just so you can get the advantage. I think I already gave this example already, but you can actually use this tilt in the same way when the opponent hits your guard with a chakra dash. You can actually counterattack into a tilt and then literally just suck them back in, and they kind of can't do anything, which is a very good way to counterattack your opponent. Next we can move on to the grab. The grab by itself has really good decent range, and also the grab can link up into any one of Mitsuki's combos. But if I were to recommend a combo for you guys to link it up perfectly, it would be the up combo on the 6th hit, right where that bounce is. Like I said before, it works up just perfectly for getting that the grab off, and it's just so magnificent, and you look so swagful too doing it. Now while the opponent is guarding, it is still a really good grab just to be throwing out randomly for just the range that it can go. And now we can move on to one of Mitsuki's best tools, which is his Jutsu, Wind Waves. Mitsuki basically throws out 3 projectiles that goes full screen, and whenever the opponent gets hit by one, it leads up into a strike back. This is extremely good because of the amount of coverage that it gives your partner. That's why it is such a good support, because you can kind of just rush in there, use the support, and Mitsuki and the projectiles will sort of kind of track you. So using this as a support, it is pretty vital to use a strike back on a team with Mitsuki, especially if you're going to be using him mainly for support, because these because these wind waves will pretty much essentially just get a strike back at every single point and force the opponent to guard. It's basically throwing out 3 weaker Danzo wind jutsus. Also the fact that they also can just hit other people's supports, so even using this you can actually cancel out other people's supports like Fire Style Fireball Jutsu, and it actually goes through multiple other jutsus like Fire Style Fireball Jutsu. Using this as Mitsuki, it has almost literally no use. It's not really used for damage, it's mostly used for support or for getting pressure on another person. The only way I can see it being useful for Mitsuki is if you are comboing someone and they are blocking, you're getting guard pressure off, you can actually cancel into your wind waves and then switch to a different character all really fast. That way they have no opportunity to counter, and if you're fast enough you can actually get really good guard pressure without them being able to counter. But this jutsu is mainly one of the best jutsus in the entire game just for the amount of strike back opportunities that this jutsu provides, and also the amount of coverage. It goes full screen, it goes into a strike back, it can eat other people's projectiles and cancel out other people's support, so it's literally one of the best supports you can kind of ask for. Now we can move on to the ultimate jutsu for Mitsuki. Mitsuki's ultimate jutsu cancel is actually fairly easy, so always usually with ultimate jutsu I have one easy one and then one really hard one that does more damage, and for Mitsuki's easy one, it's literally just the first 3 hits where the opponent kind of trips over and you can just cancel it right immediately. Just the first 3 hits and then you're good. The second combo can be a little bit hard to pull off for newer players, but if with a little bit of practice you can get it down packed very easily. It is the up combo on the 6th hit of the combo. We're going to come back to this combo again. So once again, we're going back to the up combo on the 6th hit. Right at the 6th hit, you have basically 2 options. You can cancel up normally and then just use your ultimate jutsu and it will still work. Or you can take this opportunity to sidestep towards the opponents and then cancel to get a lot more damage off. And now we can move on to Mitsuki's Awakening. Mitsuki basically has the exact same moveset as if he wasn't awakened, except for 2 special abilities. The left ability is called the Paper Bomb combo. This ability is he basically just throws down 5 paper bombs on the ground and then they're basically used as traps. The opponent actually cannot chakra dash past these, and you can also use them for just projectile. And the right ability is Ferocious Sting. This is where he pretty much lashes out his arms and then you just do like a little combo. This is basically good just for if the opponent subs behind you, he will immediately 180 behind and then just do Ferocious Snake. This is really good for baiting out subs, and it basically just saves you 1 extra sub. Now if you want, you can use this as a combo extender as well, because it does do a fair bit amount of damage, but it's very little. You might as well just cancel up into a down combo or a neutral combo just to get a little bit more damage off. And you can use this as an anti-sub. You can use it just in case they sub. Much better used that way. So Mitsuki is basically just one of the very good jack of all trades character. He can kind of do everything. He has a really good jutsu. You can play him very campy, very defensive, or you can actually use him to go in. And the fact that he has a lot of range, decent guard pressure, he can be he's very good at offensive damage and just going in there. He has a lot of stuff for his teammates. Now, he is not used mainly just for like solo or anything like that, or pocketing or anything like that, but he's actually a very good support that you can use on his team at any given moment. There's really only 3 things that make Mitsuki so good compared to other characters. The first thing is his attack speed and range. The one we talked about the first time is fundamentals. You will kind of see when you play the character, this will kind of carry you. You will kind of see that you have some range more than some other characters, and you have to use it to your advantage. The second thing is the tilt. The tilt, you kind of want to use this a lot most of the time because it works regardless if the opponent is guarding or not guarding. You can kind of just link it up into a combo and just get instant guard pressure, which is amazing. And lastly, it is the jutsu. So I recommend with Mitsuki to always usually have a support, a strike back, just because of his support can easily go into a strike back. Now the jutsu itself does not do a lot of damage, but it's really the strike backs that you have to really be concerned about. And even so, like, you can kind of cancel it yourself by using the jutsu and just getting a strike back. And it's just very easy that way. You just kind of just get a strike back and then you're just good. So this is just straight back materials right here, and plus is one of the best supports in the entire game. And that is going to be the end for the tutorial for Mitsuki. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to tell me who else is going to do for the very next episode. My name is 12. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.